President Uhuru Kenyatta is expected to lead the nation in honoring the late Interior Minister Jospeh Nkaissery, who died earlier on Saturday. Nkaissery's widow, children and friends have converged at the Nairobi Baptist Church for a memorial service. Leila Mohammed is there and joins us live. Leila.
Well, Trevor, if I can just let you in on what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at the life of a general whose entire personal life Kenyans never got an opportunity to get a sneak peek into how he lived his life. A young Major General Nkaissery in his youth here, he was accorded a military wedding when he married his bride in the 1970s, Helen Nkaissery, there saying yesterday that she cherished all those years they spent together. In this particular book, she honors him for the life that they have lived together, and will be able to be eulogized even more by various parties where he has served in this country. The Major General expected to be eulogized beginning 2:30 p.m. when the President, the family, the widow, the children and the entire nation, including the Ma community, will be seated here at the Nairobi Baptist Church, where a state funeral requiem mass will be conducted here by the religious leaders from this particular facility, and then the body will now begin its final rites to head to Kajiado County, where on Saturday, the 15th of July 2017, the late general will be laid to rest. And there we also expect that President Uhuru Kenyatta will be able to lead the nation again in a state funeral in honor of a man who spent 29 years of his life in service, especially in the military, where he joined in 1973, rising to the ranks of Major General after having served as Assistant Chief of General Staff. By then, this particular position now being known as Chief of Defense Forces, and also being the commandant of the recruits training school in various capacities. The military expected today to honor one of their own, and it is expected that the Cabinet Secretary for Defense, Rachel Amama, will be among the few people who will be given the opportunity to eulogize a cabinet colleague, a friend, a man who served the country in various capacities. We understand that various parties have been visiting the family at their Nairobi home in Karen. Yesterday, we saw Karanja Kibichu and the IG of police, Joseph Boynet, visit the widow, and for the first time in a very long time, she was in a position to speak publicly and tell the public of how she appreciates how the Kenyan public has stood with the family, as well as just to keep up to speed with how she's feeling physically, saying that basically she's just facing some back pains, and on behalf of her husband, in honor of her husband, she will remain strong, and she's aware that her 4 children will be able to stand by her at this particular moment in time when the family is mourning the death of a husband and a father. Those 4 children, she's speaking here and being very, very deep in how she spoke, and says that she felt that he was a man who was very physically fit, and it came as a surprise, although death is as final as anything can be. But she says, according to her, she believed that he would live quite a long life and enjoy life to the fullest, and they had so many memories that and hopes and desires that they would live together into their sunset years. But now she has painfully accepted the fact that her husband is no more, and this afternoon she will be here leading the entire community of the Ma community to eulogize a man who has died in under 3 years, being the third after William Ole Ntimama, John Keane, and now Jospeh Nkaissery, who was very, very open and very active when those 2 gentlemen passed on. And now it is his turn for the Ma community to say their final goodbyes. It is expected that in Kajiado County, the Ma community will do their final respects before now Saturday, the church coming in and the state to say goodbye to a leader who died hours after being in a security meeting, and that's how serious he took his job. So at 2:30, we expect that this particular facility to be full to capacity, where President Uhuru Kenyatta will lead the nation in this funeral service.